I wonder if there's any similarities between the process of constructing a 1,000-fold steel katana and doing the dishes. Let's find out. So we can imagine we have a steel layer, and I'm going to represent the molecules in that steel layer with my knuckles here. Now we'll heat it up, and then those molecules start to get to jiggling. And so we'll take the metal and fold it over on itself. And so the molecules are kind of like sitting on top of each other, very hot and very vibrating. And so we'll take our hammer and we'll start to pound the molecules together, like this. Tink, tink, tink. They're still vibrating though. And so we take the metal and we plunge it into cold water, and those molecules go from shaking to being kind of locked together like this. And so we simply repeat that process. Each time this makes the sword stronger until it becomes a 1,000-fold katana. You see, everything in life is made of molecules that are in motion. Everything in life is motion. And that motion is often affected by temperature. This is why if I were to heat up the leather on this katana sheath, I would be able to mold it with an object. This is unfortunately something that plastic is really good at. It is the molding of an object while heated, and then when cooled, it retains that shape. So polyvinyl carbonate is PVC. Polyvinyl means it's multiple vinyl molecules. So those vinyl molecules are kind of like linked along a chain, like I was showing you with my knuckles. They're very long molecule chains, and that makes them easy to mold and easy to retain their shapes. Fortunately, there's lots of solutions coming along with technologies to be able to address the issues with plastic pollution. Now, how is this similar to doing the dishes? So once the food on a dish dries out, it's going to get cold, and those molecules are going to shrink and bond to the surface here. Now, this is still wet a little bit, but this is how this works. And so you can see it's cooled down. And so the molecules on this little piece of egg here are still stuck to the surface. So when I go to apply hot water to it, it's going to shake those molecules loose off the surface of the metal here, and it's going to make it clean. That's how we clean our dishes. And if I continue heating the pan enough, the molecules in the pan will begin to shake apart, melting the pan until, of course, it cools again and rehardens. And of course, when you add soap, the soap provides kind of a chemical lubricant that gets between the molecules after they've already been shaken up by the hot water to further shake them loose, to actually thoroughly clean the dishes, and of course act as an antibacterial. So the process of doing your dishes is kind of like deconstructing a 1,000-fold katana, if you really stretch your imagination. And it's important to stretch our imaginations as we go through life and remain curious. Maintaining our childlike curiosity is what keeps life interesting in general, and also not depressing. So it's important to ask questions like, I wonder if there's any similarities between the process of constructing a 1,000-fold steel katana and doing the dishes.